Hi, my name's Karen E. Wells and welcome to Module 1 on this fully accredited professional colour therapy course. Now, Module 1 is all about light and colour, how colour gets its aspects from light and how that reflects in everything. Now, before we move into Module 1, there's just a couple of things that I need to make you aware of. The first is that at the time of recording, there's an issue with downloading the training manual, which means that unfortunately at this present time, if you're watching this and you've been able to do it, then there's an issue if you're watching the course on a tablet or on your phone, you're not able to download PDFs. So a simple solution to that, you can either try downloading it on a desktop computer, which absolutely works, or if you're still having trouble, just drop us an email and we'll send over the PDF to you. It's really important that as we move through the video modules here, that you're working alongside me with the training manual. The video modules are quite short, but there's so much information within the training manual, so I will be referring you back to that because it gives you a lot more in-depth information on colour therapy itself. So reference that, print it off, download it and have that, because that's really going to cement everything with the video modules for you. Now, the second point before we move into Module 1 is that very on within the process of watching the video modules, you'll be asked to leave a review on the course. Now, you may have only watched 1 or 2 modules, and so being asked that early, you can't really give a proper review of what this course is like. I would either then give it a positive review if you're loving the course by the time you get asked for it, or you can always press the Ask Me Later button and review the course at the end. If there's any feedback or anything that you feel that we need to know, then you can message us or drop it into the Q&A section, but otherwise that's the way that the review system works. If you're not ready to give a review, just press Ask Me Later and do that at the end of the course. So let's move into Module 1, which is all about light and colour. At the end of the module, you'll find there's some self-assessment tasks, and this is what we always give within our course. It means that you can spend some time just reflecting over those tasks because it really enhances your learning and brings you up to speed with where we're working through the modules. So this video now will turn into slides and I will see you on Module 2. Have a great day. So as we move into Module 1, we're looking at light and colour. So we've all long been fascinated by the colours of nature. When you observe life in general, you're naturally drawn to colour and of course to the environment around you. And you'll have no doubt experienced the ever-changing dance of light and the variation of hues. Over the centuries, of course, philosophers have long tried to explain the nature of light, keen to understand its essence, how it's formed, controlled, and the true variations of light. It's a fascinating world. Research into colour and light is a long and drawn out one. For a long time, there were philosophers who were keen to solve the puzzle, believing that white light, when mixed with shadow, would turn the colour red. There's little doubt that colour mystified scientists and philosophers alike over the centuries. We look at how Isaac Newton created his first building blocks into the exploration of light. He decided to test out the theory that he had created. And that's all covered within the training manual. We look at Thomas Young beginning to experiment with light by placing 3 screens at a calculated distance from the other, and how that happened to attract alternating light and dark bands on either side, all to do with the light waves. There's many other people like William Hyde Wollaston, Max Planck, and of course Albert Einstein. So Albert Einstein suggested that quantum energy, that which is emitted by an atom, will continue to exist in its concentrated package of energy as some consist as a positively charged nucleus, and it's balanced by negatively charging electrons circling it. Those electrons closest to the nucleus had less energy, while those electrons further away had more. When a light falls into an object, photons interact with the atoms. Electrons circulating within the atoms attract the protons from the light, and they release their energy as heat before returning to the original orbit. So, for this, we're looking at light wave bands. We give you 3 examples here of waveband A, B, and C. So we're really referencing back to the training manual here because of the complexity held within science. We're also looking at perceiving colour. How do we do that? Our eyes are complex. There are approximately 6 million cones within the eyes which are responsible for colour vision. There's 3 different types of cones and 3 different types of sensitive to the spectral hues of red, green and blue. As the light hits the eye, it's refracted by the cornea. So let's look at what is colour. Colour's made up from different wavelengths and has unique frequencies. It's energy and it's made up of photons. It makes up one part of the electromagnetic waves surrounding us. Now we have a visible spectrum that consists of 7 colours, but the retinas in our eyes contain 3 colour receptors, and they're only able to detect 3 of the visible colours, red, blue and green. And these are called additive primaries. So we look more at that within Module 1. When we're looking scientifically at colour and light, it really is a case of referring to the training manual because that's going very in-depthly into this for you. Now there's some self-assessment tasks at the end of Module 1, just 2. So make sure you review over those, complete them, and we'll see you in Module 2. Have a great day.